Hello friends, welcome to DLK Nursing Academy. I am come back with a new video or another video, that is Introduction to Anatomy and Physiology. Today I am going to explain you all, that is Anatomy and Physiology about Introduction Part 1. In this video we are going to discuss Introduction part only. If you are a new, go and subscribe to my DLK Nursing Academy for getting more related nursing videos for you all in a free way. Okay, don't waste our valuable time. We can go with a topic, that is Introduction to the Human Anatomy and Physiology. Okay, Introduction to Anatomy and Physiology. In this chapter we are going to learn about introduction, basic anatomical terminology and anatomical positions and anatomical planes or sections and or levels of organization. In this video we will discussing only 5 contents of this chapter, that is introduction, basic anatomical terminology, anatomical positions, anatomical planes or sections and levels of organization. Remaining 5 topics are discussing in the second part of this video. Let's go. Let's start with this introduction. Introduction to the anatomy. Anatomy is the only you can define in a single way or single way, that is anatomy means the science of body structure. There is no mentioned here. I will verbalize that, you can listen. Anatomy means a science of body structure. Science of body structure, only this much is anatomy. And what about physiology means? Physiology means the science of body functions. There is a difference in there. Anatomy and physiology is, anatomy means body structure, study of body structure, and physiology means body of function. Okay, and the next anatomy. Anatomy was the first term. Anatomy as a Greek word meaning a cutting up or taking apart. This means what it means a cutting apart or a cutting up or taking apart. It's a Latin word dissecare. Okay, if any mistake I have done, please sorry for that. As a similar meaning is there. Anatomy is the one of the oldest basic medical science. It was first studied formally in Egypt. Okay, human anatomy was taught in Greece by Hippocrates, who is regarded as a father of medicine. You can remember Hippocrates. Who is he? He is the father of medicine. Okay, this is about introduction of anatomy, and in later we will discuss about introduction about physiology. Okay, you can remember only this much, that is what is meant by anatomy. Anatomy means the science of body structure. Anatomy means a study of body, of science of body structure, and physiology means the science or study of body of function. There is no difference. There is a two difference, that is structure and function. Okay, shall we continue? Subdivision of anatomy. There are more subdivisions are there, that is gross anatomy, systemic anatomy, and regional anatomy, functional anatomy, developmental anatomy, and next histology and cytology and surface anatomy, and one more is there clinical anatomy and comparative anatomy. One by one we will discuss in this video, that is gross anatomy. What is mean by gross anatomy? Gross anatomy is the study of structures of human body, usually with the naked eyes. Gross anatomy is a study of structure of human body structures study when we will using our eyes. that is you can known as gross anatomy. Okay, the next is systemic anatomy. It is a study of body system. Example, digestive system. I think digestive system related to stomach or gastric. And then next is cardiovascular system, that is related to heart. That is next nervous system, that is related to neurons or nervous system. Okay, and the next type is regional anatomy. Regional anatomy is the study of structure and organization of definitive part of the body. Regional anatomy is the studying a specified part of the body in detail. The various parts of in that is head and neck, thorax, abdomen, pelvis, back, extremities. In that extremities, upper and lower extremities both will become in these extremities. Okay, this is about regional anatomy. Except this, some more are there. You can discuss in later classes or in higher education you can discuss that. And next, functional anatomy. Functional anatomy is a study of anatomy which provides the correlation between a structure and function of various organs. In that functional anatomy, we will discuss only the function of that organs and related to one organ to another organs or one organs. That is various organs you can discuss in this functional anatomy. And then next is developmental anatomy. Developmental anatomy is the study of prenatal and postnatal developmental changes of human body. What are the changes happen in prenatal stage and what happen in postnatal stage, that all topics comes under the developmental anatomy. The next is histology and cytology. Histology is the study of various body structure, organs, tissue, cells, and in detail help of the microscope. These both are similar. You can remember this all in study of structures, organs, tissues, and cells in a greater details with the help of microscope, that is known as histology. And in that histology, logy means a study. Okay, you can understand the logy. Next is surface anatomy. Surface anatomy is the study of projection of internal body parts on the corresponding external surface area of this body. This help in clinical correlation with the normal and abnormal anatomy. Surface anatomy you can see in clinical correlations that has a normal and abnormal anatomy in a study of normal and abnormal anatomy. And then next is clinical anatomy. Clinical anatomy is the structure and function of the part of a body or the entire body in relation to practice a medicine. You can see clinical anatomy in the use of medicine and other health related professional courses. Okay, the next is comparative anatomy. Comparative anatomy is the study of structural variations between other animals and human beings. This comparative anatomy describes the study of structures variations in human and animals also. This can helps to trace the sequence of events in a structural evaluation of human beings to comparing by the animals. Okay, this is about introduction part of the anatomy, that is the subdivisions of anatomy. Are you okay? Okay, next, that is physiology. Okay, physiology, one word definition I can say. Physiology is the branch of science that is a study of or science of body functions. This is known as physiology. And or another definition is there: physiology is the branch of science that deals with the various functions of living organisms and a process which regulate them. Physiology is the branch of science that deals with the various functions of living organisms and process of regulation them, how they regulate. This all conditions we will study in physiology. Okay, the next is subdivisions of physiology. In this we will see we are seeing the subdivisions of anatomy. In this also we can see subdivisions of physiology. The study of functioning of each system of a body can be studied under the following subdivisions of physiology. What are the subdivisions of physiology means? First is neuromuscular physiology. That is neuromuscular physiology. Listen, I will explain it. Neuromuscular physiology means that is the physiology between the nervous and muscles. That is the connections between nervous and muscles we can known as neuromuscular physiology. And the next is respiratory physiology. Respiratory physiology is the respiratory related to lungs or and next that is breathing. Okay. Cardiovascular physiology. Cardiovascular physiology, it is completely related to the heart. That is the deformities of heart, anatomy of heart, structure, function. That all comes under the subdivisions of physiology of cardiovascular physiology. And next, physiology of excretory system. Okay, physiology of excretory system. If you know about physiology of excretory system, please comment it. I will see how much students will comment it on. Physiology of excretory system means I will explain in later. That is, I will give clue. That is urination. You can say urination or stool passage. It's all under comes excretory system. One thing you have to tell, which organ helps in excreting excretory system. Okay, if you know, you can comment on this video. Okay. The next is digestion and metabolism. This is also comes under the physiology of digestion and physiology of metabolism. How the food will be digested and how the food digested food will be metabolized. This will discuss. Okay. Immunology. Immunology means you can say it is a immune. Okay. And next endocrinology. Endocrinology, in that endocrinology we will discuss about glands. Okay, what about glands? What is glands? I will laterly tell in another video or upcoming videos I will tell. Okay, the next topic is, the main topic is basic anatomical terminology. Basic anatomical terminology. Anatomical, in that we will see, okay, anatomical positions. In that first we will see anatomical positions. All descriptions in the human anatomy and clinical medicine are expressed in relation to anatomical positions. Okay, are you understand? Okay, the next, anatomical positions. A person in an anatomical position is a standing, erect or lying supine. In that, lying or supine, or standing or lying or supine, with the head, eyes and toes are directed towards forwards, and it means the head and eyes, toes are directed forwardly. And next, upper limbs and side with the palms of the facing anteriorly. You can see one figure, you will understand the what are the anatomical positions. I will see. It is the anatomical position of a schematic representation of anatomical position. Okay, you can see. This is the anatomical position, schematic representation of anatomical position. Okay, you will see. Okay, the next is importance of, what are the importance of anatomical positions. What are the importance of anatomical positions? All structures of our body are described in relation to this position, irrespectively to the any body posture in space. Means it explains, means our body describes the relationship between the position irrespectively the body posture in a space, specific space will be there. Okay, other positions of the body are there, that is supine position, prone position, lithotomy position. This we all discuss in nursing foundation. That is basic foundation, you can discuss there. Then in that we will discuss superficially supine position. Supine position, person lies straight on the back with a face directed upward. That is, you can also known as recumbent position. I will see the picture. A person who lies straight on the back with the help of back with the face directed to upwards. I will see you one pic, that is supine position. In this position you can see a person was supinely positioned. that is with the help of back, and the face are the upwarded, face and toes are upwarded. This is supine position. Okay, the next position is prone position. Prone position, a person lies straight on abdomen. In that supine position, a person lies with the help of back, but in that prone position lies straightly. No, there is no difference. Person lies straightly, but they with help of abdomen, and the face is directed downwardly. In that supine position, the face and toes are directed to the upward, but in that prone position, the face and directed is downward. Okay, I will see the pic. That is, you can see a person who was positioned with the help of abdomen, and the face and toes are downwarded. Okay, you can see this position. This is the prone position. This is the prone position of schematic representation of prone position. And the next position is lithotomy position, or you can pronounce lithotomy. Lithotomy position. A person lies supine with the hips and knees semi-flexed, thighs abducted, and feet strapped in a position. Lithotomy position. A person lies supine with the hips, with the help of hips. You can see this. And knees are semi-flexed, not fully flexed. There is a semi-flexed, and thighs are abducted. I will explain about flexation and abduction in upcoming video. In this video only I will explain that. Okay, you can see lithotomy position. There is a person who person lies supinely. This lies supinely and upward. Their toes, faces upwarded, and in that hips are helped to stand, to stay on supinely, and semi-flexed. Thighs are abducted. Okay, I will explain in the flexion and abducted in the with the example, with a proof of image. Okay, image based I will explain. Next, anatomical planes. This is the one of the other position, other basic anatomical terminology, that is anatomical planes. Anatomical planes, anatomical, I will explain with the drawing at some pictures. If you don't laugh, I will draw something. Anatomical description are also based on 4 imaginary planes. You can say plane is nothing but section also, or part also, or dividing also. You can say, you can remember whatever that you want to remember, that is divide or section or planes. Okay, that passes through the body of the anatomical position. You know the anatomical position. Once again I will see anatomical position. This is the anatomical position. In that anatomical position, there will be passage of a slide or a section or planes. We can say a plane, anatomical plane or anatomical section. That is a median. Median and sagittal is nothing but there is no difference. There is no difference, but there is a similar. I will draw one thing, a median and sagittal about. Okay, I will define one thing. Sagittal plane means what? A sagittal plane is a vertical line. It is a vertical and it is a horizontal. Okay, it is a vertical and it is a horizontal. Okay, sagittal plane I will define. Sagittal plane is a vertical plane or a section that divides a human body or an organ into right and a left side. It is, I will draw on something for you all. This is a human body. This is, you can say, this is left side for me. This is right side. Okay, this is right side and this is left side. In that sagittal face, section that divides the body of organ, it is into right. That is vertically. You can see there is a vertical line. You can say right part of body, one leg, one hand and one leg. Here one half head, one leg and one leg. It is the, you can known as sagittal plane. Okay, this is the sagittal plane. Sagittal plane. Okay, this is about sagittal plane. The next, there is no difference. Once again, I will tell once again. This is a vertical plane. Vertical plane means vertically dividing a human body part into right and left side. Okay, this much you can understand. The next you can both read as it as a median and sagittal, same. And next, cornal anatomical plane. What is mean by cornal anatomical plane? I will explain. Cornal anatomical plane, also known as frontal plane. Okay. Cornal plane, or you can say frontal plane. In this, what happened means, you can see this picture is what for me. Okay, I will draw. This means this is cutting off centrally, like this. One part upward and one part is downward. I will draw. This is front of view. So here's the back view. You can say that is the anterior. This is the posterior. Okay, this is the posterior. Okay, once again I will define that. A frontal or cornal plane. A frontal or cornal plane, or a section that divides the body or an organ. Body or on an organ also. Not only body, an organ also you can divide into anterior and posterior part. I will explain what about anterior and posterior in this class only. Anterior means frontal view and posterior means back view. Okay, this is about frontal or cornal plane. The next is horizontal view, horizontal plane. I will explain. See. Horizontal plane we can also known as transverse plane. Transverse plane or cross sectional. You can say cross sectional plane. The three names are there: cornal, horizontal, cross sectional. Horizontal plane, transverse plane, cross sectional plane. Okay, this is about transverse and horizontal plane. This is the easiest way I will explain. See, this is a human body. You can say this is a human body. Okay, this is human body. You can see this is a superior and this is the inferior. Okay, the cutting of ear from ear, this much. Okay, you can see the cutting of this much. This is you can known as upward and downward. This is superior and inferior. This is known as transverse or transverse plane, horizontal plane and cross sectional plane. Okay, okay. This is about anatomical planes. Next is okay, one thing I will explain here: applied anatomy. Where will apply these planes and sections? Where will study? That means You can see a knowledge about anatomical plane is important while reading a radiographs, and that is CT and computerized tomography and MRI, magnetic resonance imaging techniques. It shows up below. You can see here CT head of coronal horizontal sagittal section. In you can study about planes and sections are studying in for the purpose of recognizing the radiographs, that is CT and MRI studies. Okay. The next topic is terminology. What about terminology? Terminology means terms of relationship. Here two terms we can see: terms of relationships and terms of movements. Terms of relationships. There is various types terms are there that is used to describe the relationships of parts of a body in anatomical position. Terms of relationship means what? Means relationship between the body parts in anatomical positions. You can see this table will explain all things. It is the basic things to learn in nursing. Okay, you have to remember if you are in a first sem nursing, you have to remember this all things. Superior or cranial. Okay, superior means what? Means near to the head. For example, the lungs is superior to the diaphragm. Okay, I will explain about this. Superior. This is upper portion of the body, you can known as superior. Only see this much only. Superior. Upper portion of the body is superior, and in inner downward portion of the body you can say as inferior. Superior and inferior. There is a example is near to the head. That is near to the head. You can see superior is near to head. There is superior is near to head is there. Okay. Example is there. The lungs is superior to the diaphragm. Example means the lungs is superior to head. In this video you can see here, this is here okay. The next is inferior. You can say as it as caudal. Okay, sorry. Near to the feet. That is near to the feet. You can see feet means tail. You can see feet means tail. That is inferior. Okay. The stomach is inferior in the heart. Yes. Position of stomach, you can position of heart or position of our stomach. Anterior. Anterior you can say what? Ventral. Or posterior means dorsal. Anterior near to the front. Nearer to the front. This is a ventral. Ventral means anterior. This is a fair to the back or near to the back. That is dorsal means posterior. This is ventral. This is ventral, and this is dorsal. Dorsal means posterior, and this is anterior. The next medial. Nearer to the medial plane. This is a medial line. This is a medial line. This is a medial. The next is lateral. Away from the plane. Median plane. This is the lateral, both side. The left lateral and right lateral, both side. Lateral side. Okay, next is proximal. Near to the trunk point of the horizon. This is proximal. You can see this is a proximal, and distal, downward to the wrist. Okay, distal, and superficial, near to the surface. Okay, and the next is deep. Deep means further form of surface. Okay, and you can see here examples are there, you can learn. Okay, the next is external, outer, toward the exterior, and internal. Okay, what we see, that is a external. That is, you can say as outer, an outer portion. What we can't see by visualization, that is known as internal. Okay, if you can take screenshot of this, you will later you can see it, compare with the examples. If you have any doubts regarding terms of relationship, you can ask in comment box. Okay, the next topic is terms of movements. Terms of movements. Various terms are used to describe the different movements of limbs. Terms of movements means there is a various terms are there. In that terms, what is meant by movement means that is different means movement of limbs here. That is other part of the body also. Movements taken place at joints. Movement you can think movements means what? Body parts are moving. Yes, body parts are moving. That is in its place of joints, where two or more bones meet to articulate with the another. Where will the movement will occur means where two or more bones will be meet. That is joint. First term of movement is flexion. Flexion is the movement of two flexor surface come in approximation and angle of the joint is reduced. In the flexion means what is means flexion is bending. You can say bending, flexion of forearm. You can see this is a flexion of forearm. The next is extension. Extension, this is the movement. There is a approximation of extensor surface whereby angle of the joint is increases. You can see the diagram. This is the extension, leaving hand to downwards. Okay, a joint angle will be increases. In this the angle of joint will be increases, but in this angle of the joint will be decrease. And reduced or decrease. Okay, the next is abduction. Abduction, it describes the movement away from the median plane and away from the middle finger in hand or away from the second toe in foot. Okay, sorry, in foot. I will say abduction. This is the abduction, movement of the fingers in hand away from the second toe in foot. Okay, abduction. This is a median line and medial finger. This both are fingers. You can see picture, and here written notes is there. You can see. And the next is adduction. Adduction is the describes the movement towards the median plane or toward the median finger in hand or toward the second toe of the foot. I will explain in the picture using a, you can see the fingers, the middle fingers and other fingers will be joining, completely joined. Okay, this is the abduction of the digits. Where will you see this all means? In your school parade you can see the abduction and adduction. Okay, medial rotation denotes the movement towards the median plane or inward rotation. Okay, median rotation denotes the movement of towards median planes. Median rotation, you can see median rotation. This is a median rotation of arms. Median rotation, inward rotation. Okay, the next is lateral rotation. Lateral rotation denotes the rotation away from the median plane or outward the rotation. In that median rotation, inward rotation will happen, and lateral rotation in that outward rotation will be happen. You can see lateral rotation. This is the outward rotation and this is the inward rotation. Okay, the next is circumduction. Combined movement of flexion, extension, abduction and adduction. Okay, adduction and abduction in a circular manner is termed as a circumdation. All the part, extension, flexion, abduction, you can say circumduction. Okay, mixing of or combined of flexion, extension, abduction and circular manner. In a circular manner it is termed as the circumduction. Okay, elevation, rising or moving of a body part toward the cephalic and termed as a elevation. This is elevation. Where is elevation? There is no picture of elevation. I will explain. Elevation means the rising or moving a body part towards cephalic end is termed as the elevation. Rising or moving the body parts. Okay, this is elevation towards the cephalic end. Depression, lowering or moving a body part caudally in termed as a depression. Moving or bad in a caudally. Okay, in that elevation you can remember cephalic end, and in that depression you can remember as caudally. Okay, the next term is protrusion. Protrusion means, you can say protrusion is a term which is used in the forward movement of the body part. This is a movement displacing the part from one position to different position, you can say. This is a protrusion. And next is the retraction. Retraction means a protrusion happened, the part will be rebacking to the their same place. That is, it is the backward movement from the protrusion. Okay, pronation is the medial rotation of forearm, so the palm comes to face backward. Here I will see supination. This is supination of forearm. Okay, the next is inversion foot on exversion foot. It is a movement that cause a plantar surface of foot to face inward and downward. This is the inversion of the foot. You can do practically. You will see. You will know. When you are doing practically means you will understand. Eversion of foot. It is a movement that causes the plantar surface of foot to face laterally and downward. You can see plantar surface. This is a plantar surface. This one is a plantar surface. Okay. Eversion of foot. Foot to place laterally downward. It will be downward. You can see figure. You can do practically this all positions. You will understand. Apposition. It is the combination of abduction, medial rotation and flexion. This movement characterized will occur in the thumb. That is, you can see position of thumb. Okay, we will implicate why we have to study in nursing these all terms. Means you can see nursing implications. Knowledge about terms of movements helps in the nurse to effectively perform physical examination. While a nurse performing a physical examination, a nurse will get help from these terms. Okay, about knowledge regarding the terms. These terms, anatomical terms. You can say anatomical movements also. And next is a range of motion exercise can be better understood and explained to the patient if nurse is aware about the terms of movements. If nurse know the regarding knowledge about these terms, the nurse will practice in exercising a client to understand and explain them. Okay, this is the apposition term is here there. Apposition of thumb. You can see this is a apposition of thumb. This term is only occur in only thumb finger only. Okay, the next topic is levels of organization and organ system of body. How the body organ system will formed, how the body part will be formed, and levels of which level will be formed. You can see levels of organization. For clear understanding of the body and how it functions, it important to know the organization of body. Why we have to know importance means for understanding our body, how it functioning. Okay, there is a 5 levels of organization and organ system of body. Okay, first level is chemical level, second level is cellular level, and third level is tissue level, organ level, system level. I will tell in simply, that is chemical level. In that chemical level you can see atoms, molecules, chemicals will be converted into cells. That is the cellular levels. A group of cells will form. Formation of group of cells we can say tissue. A tissue will be formed in the organ. Group of tissue that will form an organ. A group of organs will different group of organs will form a total system. A system, all part of system will form organize a complete human body. Okay, first level, chemical level, that is the smallest unit of body is, you can remember, smallest unit of body is an atom. Two or more atoms joined together called molecules. You can see here picture chemically. You can this circular motion you can remember. Levels of organization. If in examination we will ask levels of organization and organ system, we will remember levels of organization will be in 5 stages. That is chemical level stage, and cellular level, third tissue level, and fourth is organ level, and next fifth is system level. Okay, first is chemical level. Chemical level, the smallest unit of body is atom. This is the general knowledge. You can remember, smallest unit of body is an atom. Two or more atoms is joined together to form a called molecules. Here see, this is a single atom, and attachment of atoms. Attachment of atoms you can say molecules. This is a chemical level. First level of first chemical level. That chemical level will be converted into cellular level. That is second level to cellular level. Molecules combine to form a cell, which are the basic structure and functional unit of an organism. Molecules combine to form a cell, which are basic structural and functional unit of an organism. What? Cells are the basic structural and functional unit of the organism. The molecules becomes a cell. Not only neuron cells, other cells are there that will be formed. The next level is 3. Level 3 is tissue level. Tissue level, group of cells that work together to perform a particular function are called tissue. Group of cells to work together to perform a particular function related to some tissue, that is called as tissue. You can see here, group of cells will become a tissue, that is nervous tissue, as seen in the section of spinal cord. Here we are seeing the organization of spinal system or nervous system. This cycle will remember you spinal system or nervous system. You can see spinal cord formation also. In that level 3, there are 4 basic types of tissues in their body, that is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue. In these 4 tissues we will discuss in next video, last video, or upcoming videos we will discuss in later. Okay, what is the epithelium tissue, how the tissue structure will be formed, I will explain that. Next is level 4, organ level. Different types of tissues join together to form a organ. Each organ has a specific role to perform. Different types of tissue will come back to form a organ. Here see, you can see the organ level. Here tissue will be form a lumbar circle and coccygeal segments and thoracic segments and cervical segment. In that in organ level, the spinal cord will be fully formed. That spinal cord will be continue means level 4 will continue, organ level will continue, specific function, specific role. Level 5, system level. A system consists of related to organs with commonly function. System level means which organ is needed for the functioning this system, means that system will be converted. That means organ level will be converted into system level. This is the levels of organizations of human body. You can understand in circular motion, that is a molecular cellular chemical level, cellular level, tissue level, organization level, systemic level, level 5. This is about our introduction part. First, that is introduction to the anatomy, human anatomy and physiology. Human anatomy and physiology. If you are like this video, you can do like, share, subscribe and click on bell icon to get notified more related to the this type of videos. And if I any mistakes or any questions related to this video, you can upload any doubts or any comments. You can upload. This comment box is yours. Okay, thank you.